community, and this is how we grow our young ones, okay?
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Fast Food Talks, where this is your one-stop shop for all things fast food. I'm talking about the customers, the employees, management, the whole 9 yards. I'm your girl, Breezy Brittany. This is the CEO, the DJ.
720X.
All right, and just before we get started, happy Halloween. Hope you guys were safe out there. Please check your kids' candies. Don't just let them eat whatever or eat too much, okay? I'm saying so. Hope y'all had a good, fun, safe family fun tonight, enjoying your kids. But happy Halloween. I forgot today that's a thing. Yeah. Yeah. As an adult, we don't really celebrate too much. As a kid, I look forward to it, but as an adult, it's like, eh.
Also figuring out what it was for. Like, wait, hold on, what?
Yeah, so yeah.
Everybody got belly aches the next day, right?
Oh my gosh, I ate some candy. Lasted for months, huh? Lasted for months. So
Have you ever when they say, hey man, don't get into your candy yet, and you go get into it?
Yes, be sneaking candy and we shouldn't supposed to have. Yeah. My mom be like, I ate all that candy. Yeah, I ain't supposed to eat it.
Oh, what is it for?
Ain't you supposed to eat it?
Yeah, ain't that what it's for? Yeah, and they like, man, my mic's on, huh?
Oh yeah.
I guess
now I can hear you.
Now it works, right? Y'all like, man, why you didn't tell me?
I'm like, I can hear you. I can hear myself.
Oh yeah, you said I can hear myself pretty good.
I'm like,
I know, yeah, man. I was looking. You see, I see, I kept popping up over here. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for riding with us. They call it struggle streaming, right?
Hey, we doing good.
It's all right. Turn the temperature down. I want y'all to be like, good Lord, man.
This man is loud.
Yeah. So,
man.
Like I said, welcome in to Fast Food Talks. We talk about everything fast food, real stories. Most of the stories we got, we doing reenactments. They come from the book, so we get those. Because we do our live streams every week, shout out to all the businesses that you're seeing at the beginning. If you haven't, go back and watch them. These are people that we support, and we want to see them do well. So, next again, welcome in. We did, make sure I did put it in the chat. What's going on?
Hey, hip hop glam,
Hey, what's
non-preference.
going on? What's happening with you, Lorraine? What's up, L? Yeah, what's up with you? Yeah. Hey, what's happening with you? Yeah, welcome in, welcome in. So that's good, good. Yeah. I said, well, yeah, man. I know I'm looking tired of the mug, man. How was your day?
Good, I'm doing well. Doing well.
You all right?
Yeah,
Cause
I'm
they
chilling.
had,
I'm enjoying. It's a little bit cooler today, so yeah. We'll see if it stands in Texas. You never know. You never know what you're gonna get.
you don't ever know, man.
You
You
never
leave the
know.
house in the morning with a jacket on, and
I'm saying I take it
yeah,
off because you're hot.
yeah.
We go through all seasons in one day in Texas.
Yeah, it's
It
good.
happened
That's
that
just
way. It
keep
happened
that
that way.
that way you keep it fresh.
Oh, yeah, keep it on your
Keep it
toes,
fresh.
right?
Keep you on your toes. That's what we're trying to do. Keep you on your
That
toes.
part. That part.
So that's what's going on. Hey, if you want to, we also drop the link. So if anytime you want to hop in, we always welcome everybody's opinion. We know what we think, but it's so good to hear what you think also. And so y'all seen the thumbnail here, and we talking about this food safety again.
Yeah.
We talking she mentioned about making sure you the children's candy and go through it. We're dealing with food safe in that way, but also for the adults.
Yeah,
Also.
for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So we got a few things we want to cover today. Mainly it's going to be dealing with food safety. That's the topic of the day. And, everybody eats every day.
Yeah. I
I
hope
mean,
so.
I hope
I
so.
hope
And
so. I hope
you at
so.
least try to, right?
Try to. Yeah.
So goal is to eat every day. So we want to make sure that we're one eating food and serving eating safe food and
Food. Yes.
serving safe
Always.
food. So we last week we went over the situation over at McDonald's, and they are E-coli situation.
Yeah.
So we got a few requests to kind of get an update on that part. So we want to kind of jump right into that part. We got a few things we want to cover in today for y'all. Just like I say again, it's food safety. It's the whole reason why you go to a place to ask them to cook for you. Yeah, you want to bring them safe food.
Yeah.
You're not trying to come back with something you didn't go home with, right?
Yeah. That's the goal.
Other than
Yeah.
cholesterol and calories,
Other than
right?
stuff that
Yeah,
you're
stuff
ingesting.
you're
Yeah.
finna get,
Not no
right?
bacteria. Yeah.
So we're gonna hop into this here with the McDonald's outbreak. I think last week it was one person that
Yeah.
passed
Well.
and
Yeah.
10 people
10 people
sick,
were sick. Yeah.
and it was about 15 states, 14, 15 states, but they was only really concerned with three of them for some
For some
reason.
reason, I
I
guess they
don't
had
know
the
the
most
rest.
cases. I don't
I don't know
know.
the rest of them. They were trying to hope that,
Yeah.
maybe they was voting the wrong way.
Oh wow.
Hey man, hey, it is what it is. So people do crazy stuff. So let's go over here and look at this McDonald outbreak. Let's bring her up. I want to see what she had to say. What she talking about? She talking about.
Yeah. The middle.
Outbreak. So the fast food giant announcing it will put quarter pounders back on the menu at hundreds of restaurants after testing ruled out the beef patties as the source. So let's bring in NBC's Maggie Vespa. She's at McDonald's Global
See, tell you what, the Southside cows, they off the hook, huh?
Yeah.
headquarters in Chicago. Maggie, good morning. What's the latest?
Hey, Hoda, good morning. So in its strongest language yet, McDonald's is now calling those raw onions served on the quarter pounder, quote, the likely source of this E. coli outbreak that's now sickened 75 people across 13 states.
75.
This after the Colorado Department of Agriculture yesterday announced they've tested fresh and frozen beef patties from across that state, which is home to dozens of these cases, and said all of those tests on the beef came back negative for E. coli. So as a result, McDonald's now almost entirely shifting its focus to California-based onion supplier Taylor Farms.
Oh, they're gonna throw them under the
Yeah.
bus. They gonna do it. You knew they were gonna do that. You knew it was coming.
Yeah, I heard something. It's somewhere in California, but they got the onions from that's making everyone sick. But at least we have a actual place to go because last time they didn't know what it was.
Oh yeah.
We
They
don't know
was.
if it's the beef or this. We don't know nothing.
Yeah. We don't know.
We're guessing.
Yeah. So hold on 1 second here. Let's go back to it. Let me finish playing her and finish with seeing what she got to do.
She said in a statement on Friday they're saddened by the outbreak and have issued a preemptive recall. So in the midst of all of this, as you said, McDonald's, after pulling the quarter from the menu now says it's bringing it back nationwide, noting it will just for now be served without onions in several states. McDonald's president overnight releasing a new video apologizing to customers and stressing the food served in their restaurants currently is safe. This as the company faces mounting lawsuits with at least two by our county filed so far, and one attorney telling me he's been retained by 31 families.
31, 41. That's a lot of families.
I'm like, does the sorry take the place of the person that died?
Nah.
Are you telling me sorry?
No.
Yeah,
and then the other part too is for them to kind of be like, well, we're sorry after the lawsuits start coming in. Well, you know what? And they threw the supplier under the bus, but
the picture of the place and everything.
Yeah, a picture of the place where it came out. That was a wild move.
That really was, because you're gonna need that company again for something. Yeah. Now they're gonna cut you off. You're gonna find out the new source now, because if something goes wrong, they know you're gonna throw them under the bus. Like
and it also too is if they all came from there, right?
True.
Right. Then why isn't the other companies that Taylor whatever shipped to, why aren't they having the same E-coli deal?
That's my thing, because they even added more companies from the same place, but why is it only centralized in McDonald's?
Yeah, they're the only ones.
Here in the other places, they're mentioning them, but there's no cases coming out of these other places.
Yeah.
So it's just
they're trying to rap.
I'm not at all. Just
I see that she had bars.
If it's that serious, why is it just only you guys that's having the issue? So, but we did learn last week that they have two separate types of onions in McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
So maybe that's why.
So shout out to one of my listeners over there.
Yeah, she gave us the tea
on what. So I'm gonna pull this back up here. I think it's got some written material on here. I don't know how y'all are about reading, but it's let's see here. Everyone interviewed as part of the investigation reported eating a McDonald's burger before developing symptoms. Okay, we got that part. It's all quarter pounders, but and keep down through here. The silver onions. Okay, there you go. Taylor Farms, California-based producer. And then it's the most likely source of the outbreak. Y'all see that part right here? Most likely. That sounds still a little iffy.
Still sounds uncertain.
It sounds like they haven't figured out who they gonna put it on yet. So let's see here. A couple things I want to look at. They several days before they recalled whole and diced yellow onions. So 900 restaurants will continue selling quarter pounders without onions. So they got a little map down here. So if you want any maps over here,
all those states are
all those states in blue. I guess it's bad.
I guess the darker blue it is, the more people it is.
Colorado 26, Montana, man, they all going through it, and one person each one of them. One person died and 27 hospitalized, y'all, and that's and we talked about the difference between the onions.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then just freeze dry the onions.
Yeah.
Just freeze the onions, and you can't have bacteria growing at 0 degrees.
There's no way. That's the temperature.
Yeah. So that seems like that's the
safest way.
Safest way.
But hey.
And let's see, what was another part on here I want to look at real quick, y'all? Because this will give y'all a quick update. Ages 13 to 88. So just kind of all over the place. It looked it was about 2 weeks ago when they got the first report out in Colorado. So that's according to the CDC, right? So they expect the number of illnesses to go up.
Yeah.
I mean, multiple lawsuits, man, and let's go out in here. This other part right here I wanted to show y'all too. Is McDonald's safe to eat? Of course they're going to say it's safe to eat. We're confident you can go in, but they still got more and more cases. So they're pretty sure it's the onions, but they're not quite sure if it's the onions. But just take their word for it and go ahead and eat. That's what it sounds like to me.
Basically, yeah, because
Take my word for it.
yeah, because
This
they're taking a hit money wise. It's, at the end of the day, it's about health. I mean, we won't say food, but when it comes to big corporations, it comes to what hits the pocket.
yeah.
So they're going to do whatever they could do. Deflect. They're not going to reflect. They're
Yeah.
going to deflect.
Yeah,
Somebody else. Hey, it's
we
their
my
fault.
bad.
It's their fault. It's their fault. Not
Yeah.
no. And then now after you have multiple lawsuits and people are lawyering up because people have lost. Someone lost their life. And y'all, it was one case where it was a child, an infant. So, I mean, a toddler. So I'm like, yeah. Now they're lawyering up. Now you're sorry. The apology should have been said as soon as y'all found out something was wrong. Before it even got to 2 weeks in, and y'all getting more cases day by day.
They
Like,
should
come on.
apologize.
That should have been ready. That should have been the first thing.
They should apologize for selling fake fries.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Their quality of food
Okay.
is another whole other
Okay, yeah.
episode. But if you know
Alright,
something's
sorry.
dangerous health wise, please be mindful of that. You
Yeah.
should have thought about that now, not now that we have to pay all this money to these people that you've put their life in hold or changed the whole trajectory of
Man.
life.
And I can't get I don't know. We're pretty sure.
You still don't know 2 weeks later?
I'm pretty sure.
It's
You know.
we know it's not the meat. We know we believe it's the onions now.
We believe it's
and
onions.
this distributor right here. Don't go to this distributor right here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let me go over here. I want to show y'all something right quick. We have. Let me see here. I want to show y'all. We got a. If y'all follow us on our Instagram, man, people send us all kind of stuff on here. So we got a little video we want y'all to see from direct from the Instagram. Let's get on here for you. All right. I want to make sure I'm sending the right one over here. There we go. Perfect. All right. So
E-coli outbreak that has sickened dozens and killed one person. McDonald's says a California grower is the source of the onions that have been linked to a multi-state E. coli outbreak. That grower is Taylor Farms, based in Salinas. Some restaurants are now pulling onions as a precaution. Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC restaurants in the U.S. have removed fresh onions from some locations. The FDA said its investigation showed slivered onions served on McDonald's quarter pounders are a likely source of contamination, but no cases have been linked to other restaurants.
Okay, so that's the other part I wanted to get to. No cases are linked to other restaurants, so that tells me that there was something going on between the chain when McDonald's got the food.
Yeah,
something happened with there because generally the same delivery truck is going to deliver to all
all
of them, right?
Yeah.
Every location. So if you're not familiar with kind of food delivery, you might have a Jack in the Box, a Chili's, a TGI Fridays, and you know if you ever worked at restaurants, sometimes the manager you'll know. Sometimes you get a box that belongs to another type of country, you know, country, whole type of a company.
True.
So
that's true.
That is just to me. It's a little bit more internal. I think that I would suggest they look into, because if everyone else received the same onions from the same place, and the only place that's getting illnesses is from your company, then there's something that in that delivery that something happened between the hands.
Something happened.
Y'all made the driver mad. I don't know.
Well, you don't
know. It could be
anything.
anything, and so it could be I didn't pay the bill, and it's a fact. It could be because you got the franchise stuff. It means a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, that's a major red flag. If y'all all have the same distributor, the same onions, but only this particular company has the problem, that's an eye opener. You need to investigate that thoroughly.
Yeah, and you know what? And while we're talking about it doesn't just stop at E. coli and McDonald's. Because I want to be clear. That's not the only recall that's happening out here.
Real time.
Yeah, so there's a thing called listeria. So there's a listeria recall. So let's go over here and look at this too. I want y'all to show y'all, man. We out here shopping and times are already crazy. So of course they're gonna post up something like this in front of it. Of course, right? I don't know what they got going on. Tracking listeria outbreaks. Uh, so let's go back here. Y'all want to hear what he's saying?
12 pounds of meat recall.
12 pounds of
Wow.
meat. How about we skip past that part? There we go. I don't feel like hearing that.
Call to include 12 million pounds of ready-to-eat meat and poultry products over possible listeria contamination. Food safety inspectors say some of the meat went to restaurants and schools across the country. The products were sold at Costco, Trader Joe's, Target, Walmart, and Kroger. There's no word on which schools may have received some of the tainted food. It is packaged with produced by dates from May 31st to October 8th. And
Oh, that's scary.
That is wild.
Schools?
They don't know which schools. So if your school, you know what? I think we probably show a little bit more of the list of what's going on, because if you go to the schools and they don't know which schools,
They don't know what school has the
so let's see
meat.
let's go down here. Deli meat, and look, it's from deli meat to peanuts to even mushrooms. Several major outbreaks and recall announced since January. So this has always been since January. One of the largest is the ongoing outbreak tied to Boar's Head deli meat. So it's 59 sick, including 10 dead across 19 states.
Wow.
Companies like Bruce Pack, Bright Farms, and others have seen significant recalls and outbreaks caused by listeria this year alone. So let's see where they stand right now. Boar's Head, they had a recall on July the 19th, 7.2 million pounds of liverwurst.
I don't know what that even is.
And if y'all know what liverwurst is, let us know.
Because I don't know what that is.
I've heard of it, but I don't know.
And Bruce Pack, October 9th, that's even 11.8 million pounds of ready-to-eat meat with poultry products.
And poultry, wow.
Oh, man.
Nobody's sick yet.
No.
Wait. Okay. How many people were affected? No confirmed reports of illness. Where the outbreak originated. So what outbreak if nobody...
It's been confirmed.
I mean, okay, maybe I'm reading it wrong.
No, it doesn't really. Yeah, it's kind of
It's ongoing. Check back, kick you with it later. They'll let you know. Mushroom farm.
Yep.
They don't know how many people.
That's mushrooms. Okay, so that's the mushroom part.
So in Noki King Mushroom Farm, Bright Farms. I heard of them.
Heard of Bright Farms.
Spinach, soda salad. And cheese in the salad kits. So if you think about all these different ingredients that's going in here, I see a whole lot of room for food safety failures in that.
Oh yeah.
Improper washing of the greens, the vegetation, not cleaning it, keeping things out at room temperature past that 4-hour mark. So and then we talking about cross contamination. So it's if y'all know, it's like 9 major food allergens. So it's things that you got to keep
have to
at that. So
yeah.
Well, I tell you what, we'll probably go ahead and just do a whole episode. What do you think?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of major food allergens that you cannot. I think I don't know if not all 9 of them, because poultry and fish are 2 different things, right?
Yeah, got poultry, fish, shellfish,
nuts, eggs,
tree nuts.
Oh, and tree nuts. Okay.
Milk, soy, sesame.
Oh, sesame. See, I know sesame.
Yeah, they added because it used to be made 8, but it's 9 now. So, but I think we'll do a whole episode on just that itself. On the food allergens and kind of how to protect yourself from that. I think the main thing, so it's just take from this is on food safety. The main thing you can do is be aware of the temperature. The time and temperature. That those are the main things that will help keep your food safe.
Yeah, those are the major ones. Yeah,
danger zone, so the food can't be above between 41 degrees and what?
135.
135, man. She be knowing her stuff over here. Yeah, so that's the
130.
danger zone. Your food is in between 41 to 135. Now that's the danger zone.
Them bacteria just multiplying and multiplying.
So, and if you have ready to eat foods, there's things not to be cooked, they can only be out at room temperature for 4 hours total. Like anything.
Anything. It doesn't matter what. Not like we do when we were kids and meat sit out there for 4, 5,
Yeah.
6 hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, get home, pull that meat out. Okay, I'll pull the meat out, but it's been out since 4 o'clock, Mama. We ain't eating dinner till 7, 8.
Okay, that's good. We'd like to know more about how to properly cook and okay, that's perfect. Perfect time.
That is.
So one of the things that we talk about is some of the misconceptions when we were kind of all coming up. You get the groceries in. If there's some basically you got to get that food into the freezer immediately. If it's supposed to be frozen, it can't get over 20 degrees. So you want to make sure you don't even want to play chances with that. Get that into the freezer. If you have refrigerated items, when you get home, you, like I said, you find a way to keep them cool. If you keeping all, one thing you can't do is in your transport, make sure you're going directly from the store right to your house.
Don't go run errands, but your food in the car.
Don't even do that part. Don't even take a chance in it. And when that food comes in and it goes into your fridge, it should be 41 degrees or below. It's okay to take your temperature of your food.
It is.
Get you a little handheld thermometer and take the temperature of your food.
Even when you cook the meat too, after you cook the meat, it's good to have that thermometer as well to check the temperature before you serve it too, to make sure it's at a safe temperature as well. Because if you serve undercooked food, you also risk of getting sick too.
Yeah. So
I didn't even know all of that. So I'm like, okay.
You didn't know. So
I didn't know that. I'm like, so I gotta check my own meat at my house.
So we're gonna go with the storing it, right? The first thing is we're gonna probably that's the first part of it.
And I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of getting food and go do it. I'll be right quick. I'm going in here and food just out there.
So and look, and we all done, we've all done, that deal, and and we know. So it's the other part of it. So it's okay. But when you get in the food, and one thing that'll help you is package the cold foods together. Package, maybe put some of the. Most of the time you doing yourself. You're doing it yourself anyway, right? Or you bagging it yourself. You can put the freezer stuff at the bottom of the bag and put the colder stuff on.
That makes sense.
That's the way you can help keep temperature for both of them, and that's one way to do it. And like I said, once you get home, put those ingredients up right away, and so that's the main part that I would definitely say. And also to storing the food, you want to make sure that there's kind of a hierarchy in your refrigerator, right? You want ready to eat foods being at the top of the kind of cooked casseroles. Can be on that second part, in that area, and below that you're gonna have uncooked poultry, that kind of stuff. Beef, those kind of deals. At the very bottom, you want chicken or dairy. Any of that kind of stuff at the bottom. Anytime you're storing the raw poultry, that should be always, those you got to eat it, put it at the bottom. Keep that at the bottom, always at the bottom.
Never at the top, because it's going to just drip down. It's going to contaminate everything.
You got salmonella, salmonella surprise.
I'm saying a fridge full of
fridge full of salmonella. So so remember, there's a hierarchy once you put it in. So now let's talk about cooking it, right? What's the proper way to cook it? If you are cooking your food, first of all depends on what you're cooking, right? So if you are cooking reheating food, the reheating food, you have to get to 135 degrees. It has to be internal. So if you're using a thermometer, like I said, find one that goes on the internal. There's different types, but you find an internal. The surface is one thing, but you want to make sure it's cooked all the way through, and there is not in a danger zone anymore. So if anything happened to get on there, it's gone, at that point. Then you got pork. You want to make sure if you eat pork, you want to get to 145 degrees. One was 155 for beef, and 165 for poultry. So these are numbers you want to kind of make sure that it gets to that part before you serve it to anyone in the house, or yourself. So those are the main things. Now, another thing that's really important, we talk about cross contamination, is you want to make sure that if I'm cutting up raw food, chicken, beef, or whatever, I don't want to use the same cutting board and utensils to rinse it off. We don't rinse it off, right? And cut the tomatoes or cook whatever you're cooking. No, go ahead and wash, rinse, sanitize, and air dry it. You mean you got to go through the process to make sure. We seeing obviously the results of people who don't go through the whole process, right? And we didn't know. We didn't know. Man, rinse that knife off and cut the onions up. Man,
just spreading germs.
How we all
on the cutting board, the knife, it's in everything now. Now you're gonna have to pray over your food because you got germs everywhere.
Man, but get that busted up can. That's okay. It's half off.
No, that means it could be some medical particles in there. Do not take that busted can. Don't do that.
It's called botulism. Yes, you can get botulism from a busted can.
Man,
so
don't do that.
Those are things that definitely you want to make sure of as far as your cooking. Now, you want to store everything separately. So the chicken storage, everything should be stored separately, except if they're going to be combined together, and or you want to cook them separately also too, unless they're combined together for like an ingredient. So like if I'm making a some kind of stew where I can combine all these things in and put it all together.
Okay, I got you.
Or if I'm making a casserole, I can put everything together and put it together and keep it in the fridge till it's time for me to cook it. That's okay.
Got you.
But everything else needs to be stored separately. So those are the main things as far as cooking. Of course, taking the temperature when it gets out, making sure that it's at least 135 with those other temperatures that you get. I think to be safe, keep it. If you go to 165, you hit all the numbers.
Yeah. That's my go-to numbers. 165. I know I've killed all the germs.
Yeah.
All the unsafe germs, because I know some germs, bacteria you do need in your body that help, but the ones that won't make me sick, I can't live at 165 or higher.
Yeah. So they be struggling. At 134, they good. 135, man. That's
165. Y'all all gone.
That price is still too high for me, right?
I'm telling you.
That's what I would say as far as properly cooking and storing your food at home. They both go hand in hand because if you don't store it properly, again, we're looking at the McDonald's situation, and my take is it probably didn't store it. It wasn't stored properly at some point.
I'm thinking that's what had to have happened, because if it was just the product, every company that they mentioned should have had an issue as well, but no one's reported stuff on them, so something happened in handling.
Man, so
I hope they got clean hands, because we even missed that. Hand washing is the most
yes.
People don't wash their hands.
Yes, properly wash your hand, and that means
20
also
seconds,
too.
Man.
If you are cooking at home and the phone rings and you go pick up the phone, hey, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, let me hit you back. Whatever you gotta wash your hands again,
please.
Yeah, I mean, I know it seems simple, and it's like, hey, man, you tell me wash my hand. I know, but it's just some things you don't think about, especially you just running to go grab the door right quick or going to do something real quick, or when you come back to that cooking area, wash your hand, rewash your hands. And another tip that will help you at home is a lot of times at home we wash our hands, and then as soon as we get through rinsing them off, what do? We turn the faucet off, right?
So got the germs right back, right?
Put the germs right back on your hands. Your hands were dirty when you turned the water on.
Was.
So the best practice is the same thing we do in restaurants. Get you a throwaway paper towel, dry your hands with it, and then use that paper towel to turn off the faucets that you. So this is just those are some things that you can do at home that will keep you safer,
Keep you
right?
safe. Yeah.
You know, of
Sure
course, if
safe.
you are cooking for other people, yes, you know, definitely. If you working for a restaurant and you tuned in, you already know what time it is.
Yeah.
Wash your hands,
Please.
man.
That's the most
Yeah, before and
simplest
look,
before
don't just
anything.
grab your gloves and throw your gloves on just to say you had gloves
Gloves
on.
on. No, the
Wash your
germs.
hands before you put on your gloves.
The germs are in the gloves now. You can
Yeah, oh
solve
man, you just
anything.
now they got something to
Transfer.
hold on to. Yeah, they got the
No, wash your hands.
so that those would be my main things as far as cooking. You got anything you want to add, you know, as far as
No, that's good. Hand washing, time, temperature, cross contamination. Those four things will keep your food safe and keep you healthy.
yeah.
And hopefully with the restaurants that y'all visit, they're doing this. Because if not, that could be why this stuff is happening too. Because somewhere along the line, the ball's getting dropped.
Yeah, and this one, you actually is just and also too, if you're working at a restaurant, don't just write the temperatures in.
Actually, do
Actually,
it.
take the temperatures.
I know it's simple and quick to do that. To just check, 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 check. Or now it's like all digital now. Just
They
input input
they
whatever
they,
you
they
know the
said,
right temperature is supposed to be.
man,
But
they went
no,
back and checked the logs and they said, man, just blame it on them, man.
I'm
Just
saying.
blame it on Taylor Farms, man. Look, we filled it out. They can't get us now, right?
No, I'm saying like no. You
Well,
need to look. You need to dig deeper. Make it McDonald's. I need to dig deeper.
yeah, please dig deeper. So, yeah, and we're talking about food safety, right?
Mm.
And you know, I want to kind of take a quick second before I know we're going into our Karens of the week and that deal, but I do want to take a moment to just kind of talk about, you know, so if you've seen one of our friends, a good friend of ours that he used to hop on the lives all the time, and actually when we started filming uh you know our the videos at the beginning, you know, that's, you know, this is who, you know, the restaurant that we were actually going in, and he was allowing us coming over there. And like I said, you know, it's so we anyway, so we, you know, I know he's like, man, what are you trying to say? I heard her say, let me read this. There you go. More and more young people working in fast food really
Yeah.
skeptical. You have any advice to young people that works in the food and beverage industry? Yes, I have advice. Just to remember that when you, and they'll tell people this, when you are serving your food, when you giving these people your food, that could be your grandma, your cousin, your mama, your baby sister, your baby brother.
True.
And how would you feel if you gave them some food? And then also too, that's one thing I do. And then also anybody that's working, especially young people, you have to explain to them this way. Hey, if you walked into the restaurant and you saw me, what would you do? And you the young person, right? I'm like, hey, what would you do if you see me scratching my nose and then picking up your burger? What would you do,
I
right?
would leave. I don't even want it.
Right. So that, and
Refund.
that's the kind of how you have to put it to them. Main thing is that's really the main thing I would let them know. And also too, another good advice to give for young people is whatever the food safety standards are in these industries, follow the rules every step of the way.
Please.
And I can say that there's a reason why we have that video called Paul,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Right, and I'm quick, you know, and she's quick, right?
Mhm.
But everybody, when you watch us work, uh, we don't skip a step,
No shortcuts.
and so
Yeah.
we're the quickest that I'm. To me, this is how I explain it. I'm the fastest person that I've ever seen in fast food, and I put my money on that. The only person, one person that could ever keep up with me is sitting right over here, and that's just how it turned out. So, and I don't skip any steps. So that's the main thing I would tell them: don't skip any steps, and you'll be fine. If you see other older people not doing, say something.
Please
Yeah, go
record.
ahead
Don't
and
talk.
say something.
Yeah.
You don't have to be quiet like, okay, I don't want them to say that to me. No, man, you again, the food is going out to your family members, the older people in the
Family. Yeah.
community, and if the word gets out, then you know you'll be like Jack in the Box was. You having people parking all the employees parking in the front, so it looked like a bunch of people are there when they killed them
Yeah,
people back in
yeah.
the day.
All the people, yeah.
So, y- again, it's the age of the people that you see is working in there. The main part about it is just the management.
Yeah, it comes
It
down to
just
training too.
it's just
Yeah.
the management and training and what you are willing to allow.
Yeah, and
You know,
reinforcing good habits. Yeah, you have to be on top of them. You do.
you have to be.
Have to stay on top.
You have to be, and so those are the things I would say. Yes, and skeptical of fast food. I'm going to ask questions when I come in. Hey man, what kind of music was y'all listening to a minute ago?
I'm
Yeah,
telling you, yeah, even that, yeah. Because I'm like, oh, damn.
yeah. So
And Ray
I
G
want you,
movie,
and you
some BG.
angry,
I'm like, I know.
man. I don't want nobody cooking my food angry. But yeah, so yeah, the youth. Those are the things I definitely talk to them about, and also too, I let them know that if you pay attention to what you're doing now, this is going to help you in whatever business you plan on doing. And I always say it in the terms of whatever business you create, or if you decide to go to college. I kind of start out with,
Okay.
hey, it's obviously you're going to start a business one day. And how would you want your employees to go? Or if you decide to go to college, you decide to go and you're a manager, I go that route. But mainly, if this is your place and your money decided on whether or not people were getting the food correctly,
Mm-hmm.
what would you do? What would you send them home? Or would you just be like, it's all good,
Oh, no,
right?
you know.
So that was one thing I would say for you.
Oh, true. And don't
Uh,
serve food you wouldn't eat yourself. If
yeah,
you wouldn't
don't.
eat it yourself, don't serve that to a guest to come
Yeah,
on. Like,
and
so.
even if you would eat nasty food, don't serve it to somebody.
Please
I
don't.
know, cause you gotta watch it. Cause
Yeah, some people.
sometimes you'll say that and they'll be like, "Oh, I'd eat it." Oh, you know what?
Oh
Okay,
man,
tell you what, don't serve
don't
that.
do that,
And if
please.
I gotta keep talking to you too long about food
You're not
safety, and
gonna
we gotta go
change.
back and forth about food safety, this just ain't you.
Pain made the place for you. I'm so
Man, they
sorry.
got some sheetrock and shingles over there that need to get put on this roof.
I'm saying something because you're
Yeah.
not finna. No.
Yeah, but I want to show y'all. I said we talking about standards, and I don't want to. Let me see here. I want to show our friend here because he transitioned. We just found out not too long ago. This Dwayne Pettis. He's a really good friend, good brother to us. We both managed, worked with him, worked on him. So and we start talking about these principles. These are some things that he was always about also too. So I can confidently say that him being here, he was a part of uh, that culture.
Yeah.
So and so shout out to Dwayne, man, he's I'm saying next it's still and like honestly, y'all, it's still kind of new to us
Yeah.
just finding out, everything kind of happened pretty quick, with him. So shout out to Dwayne. And we're gonna do a full episode where, we got a lot of people that wanna come in and kind of show them. But if you go back to watch some of our earlier lives, you'll see him on here cutting up,
Oh yeah, he
so
got on one of them like the
yeah,
video.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He'd be on here talking crazy. So
He's funny. He was a
eh,
character, but yeah, he did instill the culture of leadership and food safety in me. He was the first one that, well, maybe the first, second one that cultivated more of a management skills into me. I first got my first taste of management in Denton after I finished college with Lee. Then I moved to Arlington, and Dwayne was the one to come on, we gonna do it. Come on, dragging me, saying he saw something in me that I didn't see. Greatness and like, yeah, you can do it, you can do it. And every day he was teaching me this, teaching me that, grooming me and helping me and putting me on the trajectory to where I am. I ain't gonna toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty good management
man,
in fast food.
you can teach your own horn. You go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm
Yeah,
like, but
you go ahead. Thank you,
he is
thank
one
you.
of those pillars that helped me get to that point. I really appreciate it, and it is fresh. It is fresh. But
Yeah,
I'm like, because he was a good dude, really good dude. Was there from the jump, from
yeah.
begin from ground up. But
And what
so yeah,
and cool is like before he got to the restaurant. So I was the team leader, right? But I was,
Mhm.
it basically not because I couldn't do more. It was just
Oh yeah,
It's how
yeah. Hey,
it was
you know how
what
it
was
goes.
happening, what was happening, right?
Yeah.
So, but it was cool because he was the first one that in the restaurant that said, "Hey, let me show you the
Yeah.
upper management part of it, and I see you know how to do this part." So within few weeks, he was off doing another store, and he just leave me as a team leader and at the store, and I'll be running the store for a month, and man, you and we were competing,
Oh
and when
yeah, yeah.
so whenever he would when I finally got promoted to a store manager in the company, he was like, "Oh, good man, I got somebody to
Oh yeah.
go against me."
Super
He
competitive.
would be
Super
competitor. He
competitive.
would call me in the middle of a shift, say, hey man, what was that speed record y'all got? And I tell him, he'd be back on there, oh yeah, okay, he said it was such and such, we finna get y'all a record. One day he called me, yeah man, we got y'all, we at 241 high, so nah man. And I'll say this, uh even after I left, we both left the company, me and him remained friends. Like he
Yeah.
would call, check on me, I call, check on him. So he man's good dude, real loyal father, and did a lot of great things out in the community. So definitely be missed. But we had to say something.
Yeah, I had to give
Before we
flowers.
got into all the Karens of the day, we have to definitely have to mention him. Like I said, Dwayne, man, I call his name out with my libations in the morning now. So he working with us too. So he did a lot. If you also too look at some of our first group of reenactments, so he helped us
Yeah,
out
because with
with
that the location,
tremendously
yeah.
location, like tremendously out there. So and then we getting into this Karens of the week, and the reason why I come with transition that point. One day we were filming,
Hmm.
and if you go back and you go look at the videos for Rude Customer,
Hmm.
where the girl was working in a drive-through, and it was a rude lady and threw a
Yeah.
drink at her, and she commenced to getting the brakes beat off of
She
her
did.
by the
It
cashier.
happened so fast.
So if you go back and look at Rude Customer, so we had was a rap for that day, and everybody was gone. I'm the last one there. He was pulling into the parking lot. And he's like, hey, man, what's going on, man? Y'all film? Yeah. He said,
Mhm.
what y'all film today? So I told him. He like, oh, you want to see the video? He pulled his phone up. He had it on his phone. He's like, oh, man, you. And then now the reenactment was pretty accurate,
I'm saying.
but I'm watching this stuff like, good. Yeah, man. Yeah, he was telling me. So it happened at this, obviously, at the
Right.
store. And that was funny, man. Just to know that, like, man, I'm just watching the video, and like, man, just that day,
And we filmed that
we
particular
filmed that
episode. That's
that
crazy.
particular
Yeah.
episode. That was kind of hilarious. He was crying, man. He said, "Man, you should have seen it."
It was
And
just, I just a blur. I'm like, I don't know what's. I saw they was fussing. I heard. Psh.
oh, you was there?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
what?
heard a drench. And then I said, what happened to you? She clocked out. I didn't know. I couldn't even react fast enough. I'm like, what happened? I said, Dwayne. He went outside. I'm like, oh my god. That day was, I'm like, I don't even know. I didn't even know how to react. I'm like, she was so quick with it. And then the lady, I thought she had left. She opened the door. I mean, I ain't never seen Emily. And she's such a shy, reserved girl. But that day, the beast came out.
Well, go back and watch. Go back and watch. Rude Customer
Thursday.
Part 2,
Oh,
right?
two. Yeah, the part 2 part.
Part 2. So
Mhm.
Rude Customer Part 2, and you'll see kind of what's going on. So we kind of want to go into leading into our Karen of the day. So that's going, that's a segment that we got over here. So we kind of go through our Instagram. We get we get wild stuff sent to us on Instagram about real time stuff that happens. So uh unfortunately, we
Uh-huh.
always have several candidates each week
I'm
to pick
saying.
from.
Oh yeah, it's just
So
continuous role of
yeah, Karens,
Karens. Yeah.
and people are acting wild. So what we do is we kind of show what we got over here, and we'll pick a Karen of the week, and get them the attention that they were seeking, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what they call the donkey of the day, or we gonna call it the Karen of the week. All right, so let's go here. All right, cool, man. This is crazy. Thank you for joining in with us today too. And hope it's entertaining for you. We You know, I was coming right over from the other spot, man,
Mhm.
running like, please, traffic don't get me. No.
I know traffic over here is horrible. Oh my god. I'm looking for something to eat. I'm like, it should not take me 20 minutes to get something to eat and come back. It was ridiculous.
Okay, well, let's see. Maybe that's what happened to this Karen. Okay, only in New York City.
The broom. Give her money, she said.
Call the police.
I'm saying. Got the money. It's just a lot to break down in
Okay,
this video.
go ahead.
For one, why do we all have bonnets on? That's the first thing I see. Everybody have on a bonnet. The man, I don't know if the manager or the workers, both of them. Bonnet central with your work visor on. One. What is that?
What?
So we're definitely in a cultural background. So I don't want to say where I think it is, but
it's in New York. That's what we know is New York.
Yeah, I got on bonnets, and my thing is, you got this pan in your hand. Why? How she get the broom? Because she don't work there, so I guess she was gonna attack them with the broom. I'm not sure, but you with this metal pan in your hand, why can you just like backswing, get them out?
Long as they talking, we ain't gonna.
Yeah, I guess since she didn't swing, she wasn't gonna. She waited for the swing, but she was gonna defend the boss. Is that a man or a woman? Is a man?
No.
Is a woman? Are they all
like
women?
A woman.
Okay, so she pushed her out, gave her money, and told her to leave. And she's like, "No, I'm still not gonna leave. What else can they do?"
What is he gonna do?
Yeah, what you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
No, because you would be that close to me.
Get out.
Dude. Well, okay then. That's even worse. Why the dude got on the bonnet? I don't know. I don't know, man.
Then, like, so what? Okay, all of that for $5. That gave you the money, and you still wouldn't leave. I'm so lost at what.
And what $5 gonna do for you in New York?
Not.
I know $5 can't do nothing down here in Texas. I'm pretty sure in
Maybe
New York,
a donut and maybe a donut or a cup of coffee.
a half a loaf of bread. Hey, can I get the end of the bread?
And like, who videoing, a coworker or is it employee or just a customer?
This got to be a coworker. Could they just sitting around
They all
like
sitting there like letting this person get that far into you wouldn't have got past the door with me. You wouldn't even got past that little whatever that is. You wouldn't have got past that.
And that's why I say we need to have some kind of protection too.
We do.
That's
like a locked door. Not no little flimsy. She flipping out.
Why did she have the broom?
I'm like, how she get the broom? Why do you
like,
have it?
She just picked up something along the way. And
it was right there because there are dustpans.
And look, why you picking up the broom? Why don't you just go ahead and sweep? I'll give you your money back. Go ahead and sweep. You put yourself to use. You obviously got some energy.
I'm saying all of that.
You got the money and you still don't want to leave, man. Here, take the trash out. I give you $5 more.
That is crazy.
That's wild. But look, they doing great.
They do. They keep their composure. Doing great. I mean, ain't no way I'll be that calm. You came back there threatening me.
And you came back again, and I didn't push it. No. If I got to put my hands on you in some kind of way to remove you, there's a problem. There's gonna be an issue because that means that we ain't called the police. Because again, if we put our hands on you, you know, right? So call the people because that's what they say to do. Go ahead. Since you're working at the corporation, that's what happened. Let them come deal with them. But if I have to, we at that point. Once you cross that invisible line. So just know that everybody, you know, once you get in the restaurant and you cross that line and you come back there, it's over.
That's it.
It's over. Whatever happened, end up happening. Unless you were like the cop that came back there bullying, but still.
Yeah.
You whatever happened to him, he deserved that too.
Like, and then this is what we deal with on a daily.
Yeah, and what this is at Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts. And they everywhere in New York, everywhere, on every corner.
Oh man, I ain't been.
Like there are a few out here, but when I went to New York, I mean, every corner was a Dunkin' Donuts.
And look, it looked trashy in here.
It's not
They
even
got
clean.
the trash can all out the way.
Broom on the floor. Well, she had the broom, so she probably threw it on the
Put
floor.
this up. Yeah, it looked trashy.
The bonnets was first thing caught my eye before even the screaming occurred in the.
I was looking at the headphones like, what is she listening to? Maybe if she take her headset off and then take the music off,
she can understand.
She can understand. She wants to yell like, "Hey, look, you trying to talk over the music in your head?" That's what's happening.
Oh my God, that's crazy. He was very composed to just push her on out and not give her a man.
Man, very, very, very composed in that moment.
Very composed.
So I don't.
I'm grateful she didn't think to swing back because that lady was ready with that metal pen. So she would have swung. She would have got kind of jumped. She would have got jump posted.
But then why did? And look, the older customers sitting outside. Everybody just watching it happening. Hell,
I'm telling you,
mutual combat. You sure right. Yep. Either we all gonna go home or ain't none of us going home.
Man.
We're gonna go in the same way. Once you come around that corner, hey man, I blacked that. I'll consciously man. I've been waiting on this grease.
Man.
Have you ever had them moments where you thought, man, huh? You know what I'm finna say, right?
I want you want like when you say one more thing.
You say one more thing,
or say one more thing.
Or have you ever
mutual? Yes,
mutual
ma'am.
combat. What do you
They was ready for.
Have you ever thought about oh man, if one of them come around this corner, you know what? And I get a chance to, I'm gonna stick their head in the grease. Then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna. Have you ever thought that?
Yeah, I may have to, like I said, okay, make one move. I already got a plan for you. You don't know what you're stepping into back here.
Man,
that's crazy because you talking about me when I'm upset. I do a lot of ma'ams and sirs. How about that next week? And Rachel was there too. She's like, he was so right. You all say this lady, man, I'm not sure. There's a woman, but she had a beard. But she was really
she was trying.
I said, please, Lord, help me, because she was like yelling, all my food fresh. I'm like, ma'am, I already told my cooks it's gonna be fresh. The receipt don't say fresh. The receipt not gonna say fresh. If I verbally tell my cook and you saw me tell my cook to make it fresh, why are you yelling over? And we're busy at this time too, of course. And she yelling to Rachel, she get my food fresh? I said, ma'am, we got it fresh. Well, you ain't got to yell at me. I'm not yelling. This is not yelling. This is me very calm, ma'am. I'm very calm.
You know,
I'm very calm right now, ma'am. I said, oh, she got to the point where I almost like, you know what? You finna leave.
What?
I was then I'm sorry. After she calmed down, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I bet you is.
Sorry
after the
out
case.
Of character.
Look, I'm telling y'all this. So if you ever hear Brittany, we ever out and you start hearing her start talking about sir, ma'am, that's her like back up. You 50 feet. Give me, I'm trying to tell you. But it gets so much to get there, so you be like surprised, like.
She was screaming. Everybody was looking at me. I was like, I wasn't screaming. She was yelling at me. But you ain't got to yell at me. I said, ma'am, I'm not yelling. But I need you to calm down because we're busy. You see us working. You see us
calm
hustling.
Down.
You see us hustling. You see us working. You see us moving. We're not sitting here just looking at you. But you ain't got to. I said, I'm telling you to relax or you won't get no food. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then, you know what, and that goes. I'm glad we started doing this channel and start talking about this stuff from fast food worker standpoint too, because a lot of people really look at fast food workers as a lower tier of people, and I get a chance of dominion over you because I'm coming in paying $5 for a bucket of chicken or something,
or whatever,
or a burger,
or taco, whatever it is,
E. coli burger or something.
At this point,
you never
serving E. coli on the plate.
You never know, and they talk with the onions, and the onions are like, man, look, man.
It was just funny that you had mentioned that day, and then the next day I get one to make me go there to say, I'm like, ma'am, sir, whatever. honey, honey, please. She's
yeah,
like, and she after I told her, after I kind of showed her she wasn't going like maybe like punk me.
Mhm.
She's like, okay, I'm sorry, ma'am. You know, I came to you in the wrong way. I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
you did. You
And why
did.
would you go to a place
did.
if you don't expect them to make your food fresh? Why go in the first place?
I mean,
why go in the first place? If I'm going and I don't know if it's gonna get fresh food. I don't know if it's gonna be safe.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be going there. I'm gonna cook at home.
That makes the most valid sense. I'm like, man, she was like yelling everything. They're like, what's going on? Like, yeah, I got it. Because I saw Rachel. She's been getting mad. She had to arrest. I got it. I got sister girl.
Man,
I calmed her down after I was like, hey, I said, I almost didn't give you nothing. I was gonna give your money back at this point.
But when
they
come around the corner on you, they come around the corner. Then
she came around the corner. Then that would have came.
You would have had a different story.
Different story.
That's all right. There's mutual combat. They and
Brittany, who was that?
Look, in Texas, there's mutual combat.
Yeah.
Yes. I said that dude. I mean, I said that old boy, the coon, Cooney.
Baby, that was he's so trying to push me out. I said, you trying to get me out of character. I'm not gonna do it. I said,
there's only one
breathing.
person.
I kept breathing.
Yeah, come on with it. And over some fast food, y'all.
Over some food that it was fresh because even her ride came in. What's taking so long? I said she wanted it fresh, so we made it fresh. Oh, okay.
Man, I would hate to be in the house with that person.
I'm saying.
All right. So what we gonna call the headphone Karen?
Headphone Karen.
Headphone Karen.
Megaphone Karen. She was loud.
Yeah, megaphone
really
Karen.
Loud.
Yeah. Listen, take the earpiece out, and you can. Oh, you know what? It's not a lot. Oh,
stop.
That's what she was doing.
She was me screaming like in his face, like that's a man too. I'm not gonna get no man's face.
And then the other girls over there, man, why don't you go handle it?
They was ready though. She had that thing. I was gonna do that metal pan. She was ready. If she would have swung,
she wouldn't have done nothing.
You don't think so?
She wouldn't done nothing by now. She let them go back and forth. She let her boy get to the point where he having push,
shoving her out the door.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, the bonnet.
The bonnet.
somewhere in Bonnetsville. All right, okay. Let's go to another one over here. I got that was that one. We got one more another Karen here to go through. This was in Hamilton. Let me put some.
Get out.
What in the world are we watching?
We are. Don't worry.
Man,
that was I see the employee here.
Probably the employee.
The employee's right there, but the cook was telling the person that's flipping out to leave.
What's that?
What? Not even saying words. What's going on? Is that a drug?
No, that sounds like they didn't have enough barbecue sauce, and they asked for some more.
I mean, she's flipping out.
She's flipping out, and when a person so when you ask about the other customers, like get out. Mm-hmm. Everybody, when you go eat, you want to eat in peace.
You don't want to deal with that.
And you got somebody over there. Just think, you go anybody. If you go out to eat, and y'all sitting down with your family or wherever you're eating at, and there's somebody doing this crazy behavior, you be like, man, would they please stop? Why you gotta be a Karen today? And you watching this stuff going on, and she flipping and flopping over here.
It's not even audible what she's saying. What are you saying?
She don't know what she's saying. Karen meltdown. Oh, you know what probably happened? Let me tell you what happened.
They cut to the police, so I don't know.
Cut right to the police. Why they cut to the police? What happened in the middle?
What happened in between there?
Yeah, what got him? What happened is she probably got kicked out of Karen school. No.
Maybe I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Cam University, she
She can't even speak audibly, so that's probably why she got kicked
that's
out.
why she started running, just flapping on. Lady, just get out,
Just
man.
leave.
And then the employees yelling like, just get out,
Yeah,
because I just want you gone.
Yeah, at this point, just
What,
go.
what are you, what are you doing?
Hey, brother.
What's going on, fella? What's going on, man? Welcome in, man. You just got in time to help us figure out what's going on with this
vote on these crazy
with this Karen
Karens.
lady. Let's look at this thing again. I don't know what she was saying.
What?
Yeah, don't worry.
Do you think this is like something to do with
What is she like woofing like a dog or something? Woof, woof, woof. And look, and I don't think it was any drugs.
You don't think that?
I don't think so, because she would with all that behavior that she's doing, right? It wouldn't just be hitting the table. She would be, yeah, you can tell when somebody's in there and they own something,
Most of them, they really chill. They're not really active.
even if they get active, even if they're doing all this stuff right here, they in and out of they're not like directing towards you. Like if you try to talk to them, you know what I'm saying? They're kind of going off to the side where, um that's that part of it. If because I be up around some people, they own something, you like, man, you trying to have some kind of empathy for them,
Yeah, you do.
Hey,
you
man,
do.
man, come on, man, it's just gonna roll up out. Oh man, but they really can't control that part, and it just kind of goes a little bit of everywhere.
Okay,
right?
I got you.
But this is like a direct conversation with these people, and we say this all the time. What happened before
they pulled the camera? So
they pulled out the
you don't
camera?
know what the first 10 minutes or 5 minutes was before they even pulled out the camera
To get the employee to be yelling like, man, just get out. So now at this point, when you see the employee, man, just get out of here.
Yeah, we can't even solve whatever's going on. I think she got a phone in her hand. She probably called the cops at that point.
And there go another employee. That's probably another employee right here. They both just trying to make sure she don't do nothing crazy. And he laughing. They moving out the way for the camera. Karen overload.
She just, I don't know what happened. Just broke all the way down. They had to call the police.
Yeah.
Flipping out.
Then so I don't know. That's a flip out Karen. I don't know what to call it. What y'all call her?
I don't know what to call it.
What would y'all call this? I don't know. Flip flop. She just sitting there. They's having a conversation. She's just getting worse and more animated.
Yeah.
Like, man.
To where you're not even understanding what she's saying.
Just slapping. Oh man. She need to go on vacation.
She need a break. Oh,
she need a break.
Yeah.
She need a break.
She overwhelmed with something, and she brought it to whatever this. I think it's like a McDonald's. It looked like a McDonald's. I'm not sure.
And what makes me think also too that it's not drugs is because generally, if you're somewhere and you see someone having like a drug induced type thing, most people, I'm assuming most people wouldn't pull out their phone and try to film the whole thing all the way up until the police coming, right? Because if you realize, hey, this person has a mental issue, then most people will cut it off. It's oh man, y'all, hey y'all, this, and it would be, you would be able to tell. Okay. But for her to be acting that way, and they want to make sure they show that the cops came and got her up out of there, and look. Don't think that the cops ain't scared to deal with this. They're scared to deal with the Karens, because I ran into some where you, like I said, we talked about them before, where you ask them, hey man, what's the problem, man? I got a Karen stuck in the drive-thru. That's the worst thing to ever have is a Karen or a Ken or whatever name you want to add that's stuck in the drive-thru that won't leave. So just imagine that behavior in a car.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, so
holding up traffic.
I think I'm gonna put some of the videos up. So
that is.
So what we calling this one?
I don't know. Karen
temper
meltdown.
Tantrum.
Yeah. Temper tantrum.
Karen meltdown. I don't know. So I think those are the two we got for this week.
Yeah, Karen flip out and megaphone Karen. Y'all cast y'all votes in the comments. Let us know what Karen gets y'all vote this week. We only have those two, so
and we're gonna put this other one back up so you get yourself a refresher. So you want to know. Some of y'all may came in a little bit late here. Get you a chance to get a good vote in. So we got this one here. Unmute her.
yeah, give her her money. Oh my God.
They probably said no. They don't have any donut holes.
Tripped over something. Tripped over something. Okay. What's those sunglasses? You giving your money. Why you come back there again?
Tell you that girl wasn't finna do nothing with the pen.
What else you want
So
to do?
she didn't want to leave. Okay, so that's one. That's one right there.
Crazy.
That's one.
Number
So
one,
maybe number
yeah.
one. Yeah, okay, so let me play it. That's number one, and then we got number two with the Karen the flip out. Let me make sure I give her this and flip out. So you know what? I can tell you what my vote is. Which one you going with?
Number one.
Yeah, number
because
one.
she came in their actual area of business.
Yeah, once you come behind the counter, it's over.
That's it.
And they didn't get a chance. They had to put their hands on her to
get
push
her to
her out.
leave.
And like I said, actually, man, they showed her grace because the person with the pan, you supposed to, man, them the moments that you live for.
Yeah, you look bang bang
Man,
on out of
yeah.
here.
Yeah, so yeah, man, so they showed some grace in that way because they could have got more uglier than that.
Could have got real ugly.
More ugly than the bonnets everywhere.
Where's my switch? That's we need whoopings.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Yeah, for real. Like, man, anybody
These
try
people
to
crazy.
tell you?
This is normal too, bro. This is normal.
Anybody teach you how to act when you get in the
I'm
public?
saying these people know how to act in public. They really don't.
Man, my mom taught me right. She said, "Hey, man, look, you act up out. Where you gonna get it? I'm not waiting till you get home. You want to embarrass me?
Parents,
we gonna both be embarrassed.
Parents could give me a look, and hey.
Oh yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
I want to embarrass you in front of these people.
I ain't gonna lie. I try, oh man, we out here in front of they ain't gonna. Oh
no,
so I had learned that way.
Not with my
that,
parents, baby. In a minute.
So now as an adult, I kind of know how to act when I go around people. Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, I said, stop. She mean stop. She mean business. Stop.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree, and that's what I would say is number one. The headphone megaphone Karen did too much. Just yelling and like I said, you got your music on full blast. You're trying to talk over the music. $5.
All the $5.
$5 at a Dunkin' Donuts. How much could that possibly buy you in New York?
She must really need that money. I don't know.
So it sounded like she wanted something that she wasn't supposed to have. She probably wanted the extra donut holes that come with, hey, it was something.
Yeah.
And they told her no. And so she's back there acting a fool. Yeah. Because it couldn't be as simple as she was trying to get a refund because there was obviously some conversation going beforehand. Yeah, so finally the manager or whoever, was like, man, just forget it. Here, take the money. Yeah. But then that must not have been the original thing response from the manager. The manager probably was at first like, no, standing on business. This is what happened, blank, blank, blank. Okay, let me just get you out your store. My store here. Here's $5. Go. It's probably the way they came back say, hey, here's $5. I'm gonna go on a limb and say it was probably less than $5. Here, just take $5. You know how some people would trip about the price on the menu, say 10 cents difference. Here, man, just take a quarter. just take a quarter. That should cover it all, right?
That should.
So Yeah, I'm agree. I think it's unified unison here.
Yeah.
We getting switches out here. Man, got them pulling out the switches, man. Woo,
Yeah, she doing too
man.
much.
So yeah, that once you get behind the counter, so there's no, that's it's fair game. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you. We'll talk about tough guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we'll
yeah.
talk about that. We probably talk about that one of these things, man. I've had a situation where that invisible line where dudes was like, man, I'm finna do this to you. I'm finna do that, man. He looked like he ate mussels for breakfast and stuff. Like he just got out the pen, but he didn't cross that line, and we was just fine.
Yeah.
He was walking back and forth like, oh man, yeah, I'm finna do this. I'm finna do that. Yeah, that was funny.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. The whole crew behind me looking like, oh man, this is finna get ugly. It was finna get ugly, and I had just started martial arts too. I
Oh
was
yeah, yeah,
just,
yeah.
fresh from coming back, first belt. I was, feeling myself right, and I was back on. I got a little bit more into it.
Hmm.
Yeah, so he saw me take my gloves off. I'm just looking at him, and he like, oh yeah, take them off. Yeah, man, I've been waiting. Blank, 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 blank.
Yeah.
Then he saw me take my headset out. Oh yeah, I don't want to mess up their stuff. Blah 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 blah. And everybody like, oh man, he really finna come in here and fight the manager. This, what is finna go down?
Yeah.
And then we had to wear ties at the time,
Mhm.
So I tucked my tie in. I said, looking at him, he said, "Oh shit, you must know something." Ran up out of there. That was funny. And so yeah, he didn't cross that invisible line though, and we was cool. Kept it cool. So yeah, I think we're getting kind of closer to the end of our time here together today.
Oh yeah.
We definitely want to get into that caring of the day. So, y'all be careful when you're out there. Learn how to treat people. If you already know how to treat people, pass it on. We don't want everybody to have to go get the switch out. We
Nah.
we
Keep
we
them up.
we trying to keep the trees intact. Y'all act right. We ain't got to go.
Ain't no need for it. If you act right, ain't no
Yeah,
need.
so you ain't got to go get all the extra utensils out the way. Hope y'all learned something today. Thank you, Brian. Thank y'all, Hip Hop Glam. One, if y'all don't know who that is, that y'all go look it up. They do a wonderful work with healing through hip hop, and I'm a DJ, so that's something that's really important to me also. So definitely go in, Google them, look at them. If you watching this on a playback, so I know some of y'all do that. They'll text us like, "Hey, I watched the
Oh
playback.
yeah,
Hey, I
yeah, all the
watched."
time.
Well, when you
Yeah.
watch the
Appreciate
playback,
that. Appreciate
make sure
that.
you go up and look up Hip Hop Glam. And just kind of find out all the things that they're doing. So I'll be doing some stuff with them too, helping me going in and teaching, using my services with them too, to kind of spread the DJing part of it. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, definitely go look in. They do a whole lot, and so it's not even they do a lot of healing through hip hop, and it's a lot of things. Once you start learning about it, you realize that hey, it is an actual tool that can help. With all the stuff that's going on, there is a good side to hip hop. And so thank y'all for getting in here with us. Again,
Appreciate it.
we were on a food safety alert today.
Be safe out there.
Be safe when you go out. Now you got a little bit more tools for yourself at home. Other things to look out for when you're out and you do have someone that's preparing your food, or even if you over at someone's house and they're preparing the food, you can kind of look over and see, hey man, you didn't wash your hands. Hey man, wait, y'all left the chicken thaw out in the water.
Yeah.
Also too, one last thing I want to add to that's very, very, very important, because I know when I grew up, we were coming up, we would leave the meat where on the table
Mm-hmm.
in the sink, right?
Same sink, yeah.
In the sink to thaw out. That is a very good way to get E. coli, salmonella. There's a lot of different, you name it. So anything that thaws out, it has to be thawed out at, again, below the temperature danger zone, so below 41 degrees. So if you planning on, it takes a little planning, but if you have to thaw something out from the freezer, it takes 24 hours.
Oh yeah.
it takes 24 hours to thaw out at or below 41 degrees. So it's not a deal if you got something in the freezer and you're trying to cook some ground meat or something and it's not thawed out and you can't safely thaw it out between now and the next day. Don't I wouldn't use it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's just some things just to kind of think about. You know, if it's already mixed together and you're baking it, you cook, you know, there's some other things to it. But just as a general thing, don't do it at room temperature. You know, whatever you do, if you're gonna thaw something out to cook later. Now, if you're cooking it right away and it calls for the frozen food to go right in there, okay, because you're taking it right from that frozen state going and you cooking it all the way to 135.
Oh, yeah.
But when you sitting it out at the room temperature, again, you're taking a chance on the danger zone and the food not getting all the way thawed out and cooking at different temperatures, you know.
That's
So
true. Very true.
so just some couple things to look out for, y'all. We don't want to hold y'all up here all night, although I'm having fun, you know. This is cool, you know. Again, we'll do this every Thursday here at Fast Food Diaries. Like I said, if you haven't, go back and check some of the videos. All of the videos that are on our list are reenactments of real stories from people that shared with us over the years, and it's also all of those stories come from the book that we have coming out too. So we decided to put the videos out before we put the book out. So you know, and like I said, let someone know we're halfway to our 500 subscriber goal, and it's all about word of mouth. So we've been doing this here. So thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for joining in. Thank y'all for y'all support and everything that y'all do. You know, Brittany, thank you. You know, so she be having our Instagram on going on fire. I don't even know we got up. I'm like, wait, what? I'm calling her, man. What was this? She said, yeah, man. So that's a person behind our Instagram, and so you know if you looking to put some stuff out, you know, there's a person over here. So anything else you got?
No. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please feel free to share with your friends, co-workers, colleagues, all that good stuff. We're on the rise. We're trying to be halfway there. We're like 251, I think.
Somewhere around there. So let's help us get on to the other
We
side
get
of
on
the
to
mountain,
the other side
y'all.
of YouTube, man. So, but thank you so much for all the people that have helped us.
And,
Another shout out to Dwayne and his family.
Dwayne Pettis, his family.
His family, his daughter's wife. Sending prayers to you guys. Good thoughts to you guys during this time. But but thank you also for tuning in and giving us feedback and chatting with us. We love that feedback. That we live for that. So please keep doing that. That's very encouraging. It is. It's very encouraging. So keep helping us grow and grow and grow. And the book should be out pretty soon, but we doing our thing over here. We got other projects we're involved in as well. So just keep pushing us, and hey, we finna take off. So thank you again for all the support and love. We appreciate it highly.
All right, y'all. Well, until next Thursday. Peace.
Peace out. Till next time.